Hey guys, today I am finishing up my intention videos for 2019. It is January 2nd, but I totally had to follow the flow and I felt guided to hold off on this video because I knew there was going to be another intention that came through. And it didn't come through until the middle of the night last night, so, but it's a good one. So if you are just joining for the first time, about last week, I put out a video on the intentions that I realized I had set for 2018, and really what intentions are and how they're always controlling the outcomes of our lives, and they determine the success or failure of our goals, and we don't even realize that we're setting them. So it's super important to be setting them. So if you want to learn more about that, the overall foundation of why I'm sharing these intentions and everything, go ahead and check out that first video. It's 2018 intention outcomes, I believe I called it. And then I have my first intention video, part 1 for 2019. Those I touch on the intentions of be heard and follow the flow. If either of those catch your attention and you want to strengthen your inner voice, and really be solid and learn your truth, check that one out. And same, if you want to tune into your intuition, want to know how to do that, tune into that too, and set those intentions for the new year. Excuse me. The second video was a couple days ago. Those intentions were keep going and easier done than said. So if you feel more guided to do action-based intentions this year, check that one out as well. That one's also super, super powerful. I really love all of these. And today, oh my goodness, what the heck? Okay, today we will be talking about 3 intentions, and I don't think that it will take very long to touch on all of these because they're pretty to the point. But these are independence, and value, and discipline. So discipline was the one that came to me last night that I needed to include in this, which is why everything got held off. So these are 3 very challenging intentions for me to set this year. Everything else felt just very natural, very flowing, very not forced. But I have definitely a lot of resistance to these 3. And you can learn more about the difference between flow and resistance in that first video with follow the flow, in that first intention video. So let's start with independence. Independence versus codependence. We've been hearing that a lot lately if you are into the personal development world. It's learning to discern between what is codependent and what is independent. And I think a lot of the times we think that independence is doing everything completely on our own. You know, working for yourself, living by yourself, taking care of yourself, doing things on your time, and really just grabbing, it's trying to take in all the groceries at one time by yourself. Like 2 months worth of groceries on your own by yourself. That's what we think that independence is. And it's all this, no, I'm fine, I got it, I can do this, stop, this is mine, I got this. That is not independence. That is us overdoing things. That's us overcompensating for something inside of us, that we just feel like we need to prove to other people that we can do all of this stuff, that we are worthy enough, that we are good enough, and that isn't true independence. But at the same time, it's finding that balance between what is independence and what is codependence, because I'm definitely known as a codependent person, in my eye, because I've always relied on relationships to, support me, because I don't believe that I can do things financially on my own. I don't believe I can be alone. I don't believe I can be happy alone. I also give into other people's moods. I their happiness controls my happiness. I'm a people pleaser. But these are all things that I've taken great strides to challenge and to move through and beyond. So it's finding that intricate balance between what is independence and what is codependence. And I'm focusing on independence. And basically, it comes down to codependence is having one person determine your life for you and control your life for you. You know, you look to them for your happiness, you look to them for your support, you look to them financially and to carry all of your burdens and to do all the work for you, and you really weigh them down there. But you want to move to an independent state where you are leaning on a tribe and you're really looking to many people to help you with little bits and pieces of the puzzle. You know, it's, hey, can you take a grocery bag? Can you take a grocery bag? Can you take a grocery bag? And I'm going to grab these 5 as opposed to these 20. You know, it's splitting up the work. It's asking for help. It's independence is being confident enough to ask for help from different people and not just one. It's being confident to ask for help from many different people instead of just expecting help from one person. There's a huge difference there, and I hope you can feel that difference in those. And if this resonates with you, really spend time contemplating where you fall in that spectrum. You know, between those 3 options, you've got codependent, where you just automatically assume somebody's going to take care of all your problems for you. They're going to be your source of happiness, even though nobody knows what's going on in your mind, in your consciousness, except for you. Or are you on the other side where you're carrying all of your own weight and you're too afraid to ask for help because you have shit to work through, you have trauma to work through that tells you have to do this on your own, otherwise somebody's gonna beat you up or something, I don't know. Or do you fall in that middle where you are happy carrying so much of your own weight and really taking care of yourself and going in and healing yourself and also making moves for yourself, but you're not afraid to ask for help from many different people and really build this strong community, this tribe to help everybody. You know, it's that whole rising tide's a rising tide lifts all boats, and we rise in lifting others. It's giving and taking and finding that flow. The second intention is value. This is a tough one for me. This is really tough. I have done some inner child work over the past couple weeks and just inner healing work, and what came up for me was I need to value myself. It was a meditation. I experience endometriosis symptoms when I have to deal with my menstrual cycle, and it can be excruciating. It is not fun. But I know wholeheartedly that everything that I experience relates back to unhealed traumas, unhealed emotions, and everything in my body that I'm holding on to. So I have an excessive sacral chakra, so it shows up in those excessive ways where there's extra pain, it's all just shit. So I went in and I did some meditations on this, and I was doing a lot of forgiving work because that was what it came down to. There was a lot of stuff that needed to be forgiven over the years that happened to me, and I just had to let myself feel and move through all of that. And at the end of the meditation, I was so deep into this meditation, I just started receiving the mantra of I value myself, I value myself, I value myself. And those were not my words. Those were divinely given to me. Then a couple days later, I was at my spiritual class, and my teacher, Heidi, just out of the blue, it seemed like to me, she was like, you need to value yourself. And I was like, that's so strange. Like, I feel like I am valuing myself. You know, like, I was trying so hard in this area. Why is it still not paying off? But that in itself tells me that I'm not valuing myself because I don't see that anything I'm doing is paying off. So, yeah, adding value is showing up for me in 2019 as an intention, in believing that everything that I do is paying off, that I add value to everybody's lives around me. And I am starting to see it the more I set that intention, because I started that also. I don't believe that intentions really should be started January 1st of every single year. And if that works for you, that's fine. But for me, it's more promising that I'm going to set it at a random on a random Wednesday, say July 17th. If it hits me that day that I should be setting intentions and that I should be following them, then like then I know that's true, because it's just a random date, and I'm gonna have a much easier time following that than following like a trend. As I set that intention to value myself more, I actually saw all of this return. I see everybody wanting to tell me how much I've helped them. I see people wanting my services more. I see people just seeing the spark that I light in themselves, and it's so rewarding to see that I am adding value to people's lives and that it is being reciprocated. It's having that confidence to add 110% value to them. Like, how can I just make this all about my clients, make this all about the people I am serving? It's adding that and trusting that I am doing that for them. That's what value comes down to for my intention for the year. The third intention for today's video, and the last intention for my 2019 intentions, is discipline. This is perhaps the one that I am most resistant to, but I know that I am going to grow from it, and it's absolutely necessary for me to work through if I want to become the person I'm destined to become. Like, at this point, it's not even by choice. It's just kind of, this is what's happening. My soul has just expanded so much that my body is just following suit, and I'm just going with it. So it's pretty crazy. Discipline has been something that I've been resistant to my entire life, and honestly, it's probably because I associate it with punishment. I find so much, I can't, it hurts me physically to think about doing the same thing every single day over and over and over again, and never, like, it feels like it's not fun to me. And perhaps that has to do with the way I interpreted my experiences in gymnastics all of these years ago, because I was a nationalist gymnast, and there's a lot of discipline that comes with that. But there were also a lot of moments that made me unsatisfied as like a kid. Didn't feel like I got enough fun. I felt like everything always had to be so serious, and now I'm kind of rebelling against that side of me because I want to have fun. I want to open up. I want my spirit to come through. But I was on that strict discipline side for so long, where like people would just be like, "Why are you so serious all the time?" To then I switched over. I was like, "Fuck it, fine. I'm gonna do whatever," and I became like super playful and super just didn't care about anything. But neither side is very healthy. It's about finding that balance, and now I've experienced both ends of them, which is a pattern that I find within myself. So if you experience this too, it's just a part of the process that you're at one extreme to the other extreme, and that's only then can you find that balance. But now I'm experiencing that there's a freedom, and there's a happiness, there's a joy, that emphasis on freedom that you can only experience in discipline, in getting up every morning and doing a very deep meditation and connecting to the calm within you. And there's discipline in, there's freedom in the discipline of accepting everything as it is without judgment, and just sitting there knowing that all of the feelings and emotions that are coming up for you are completely perfect. And also in discipline in structuring your schedule, in giving yourself, it's in discipline that you are able to free up your schedule and find how you can make everything that you want to do work for yourself. So these are all things that I'm super excited to explore this year. 2019 is going to be beyond my expectations. It's going to be such a brilliant year, internally, externally, not just with me, but with everybody in my life, with the entire world. I definitely am doing my part, and I'm loving seeing what's coming back for me, and I hope you guys do too. So those are my 7 intentions for the new year. We have be heard, follow flow, keep going, easier done than said, value, independence, and discipline. So we'll see what goals are obtained from all of that, and what brilliance comes out of that. I'm so excited. If any of those capture your attention, let me know. I'm curious if you're going to adopt any of these, leave a comment. But if they spark any ideas for your own intentions, definitely let me know that too, so that you can be heard. You can strengthen those intentions by sharing them. And you can also inspire other people who need your words more than you know, to do the same. So thank you for joining me for these videos. I will be part of my discipline. I will be sharing a lot more videos. I'm afraid to put a specific number on it, but I'm feeling very guided to just get a video out a day. So we'll see if I can actually hold true to that. All right. Thanks, guys.